Good evening. I want to talk about a basting cover. All right. So a basting cover is basically if you're cooking some sort of meat or a sandwich, like a grilled cheese sandwich, and you want to melt the cheese instead of waiting for the bread to get burnt. What you do is you cover it, and it retains the heat, and it keeps when it comes to cooking your meat, it keeps it cooked from the inside out. So I've been shopping at Walmart, Target, Bed and Bath, Amazon, eBay, and I haven't found one that really works for my 28-inch Blackstone Griddle. Because here's the problem I'm having. All right, so most of your basting cover that you see online or in the store are normally round. Okay, some are 8 inches, and it goes up to 12 inches. The problem with that is, one, you're probably going to only put like you're going to be able to only cover 2 sandwiches, right? And it being circle and your griddle is a rectangular shape, so when you use it, you're not really maximizing your whole griddle. Okay, you have a space here that you could maximize, or you have the space that you could use. Okay, so round wasn't really the answer for me. Okay, so if you go online, there's also a basting cover that's oval shaped, and the same thing with the round basting cover is you're not really maximizing the use of your griddle. If you look right here, you have dead space right here that could easily be used for something, and you also have here. Okay, once you use a basting cover, it's normally higher, right? But look at the width. You only have this much to really play with, and then the rest you're gonna have to squish your steak or your sandwich so it could fit right here. Okay, because your widest part of this oval is right in the center, and then the rest it starts to get narrow once you get to the end. Then you have this dead space that you can't really utilize for another sandwich. Okay, so that's another shape that comes. And then the other one that I saw on Amazon is those square covers, right? Basting covers, square one. So here's an example of what a square one would look like. Okay, the same thing. You could probably put 2 or 3 sandwiches in here, or 2 or 3 burgers, maybe 2 steaks. But the only problem is, look at that. You're wasting the space right here on your griddle. Okay, you're really not maximizing the cover. Plus, if you could only cover like a sandwich or 2, most of the time when you're using a griddle, you're cooking for your family or a group of friends, right? So you're actually cooking a lot on your griddle. So you want to just cover more than 1 or 2 sandwiches. So what I recommend, and this is what I came up with, because they don't make this shape, so you can't just buy the shape, you actually have to make it yourself. So for under $10, I'm going to show you guys how to make a basting cover that can maximize the use of your griddle. Okay. What I found in Walmart is this lasagna pan. I don't know if you could zoom in. Okay, the size of it is 15 by 10 and a half by 2. So I'm taking 15 this way, 10 this way, and the depth is 2, and that's pretty tall. Okay, the good thing about it is especially when you're cooking for a family and friends, you maximize every square inch of this griddle. Okay, so not only can you cook burgers, you could probably do 6 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And then when it comes to steaks, you don't have to, like the oval, right? Where your maximum length is right here in the center. Here, it's all the way across. See it? So it doesn't matter what size the steak is, you're going to cover each one of them. Okay? So what we're going to do is turn this lasagna pan, into a basting cover. Right, so here's the tools you're going to need. So first you need to go Walmart. All right, you can get this lasagna pan for $5.98. just gonna get a regular knob. Okay, this one you're gonna find in the kitchenware. This one you're gonna find in home improvement. All right, I chose the wooden knobs. You could use metal, glass. They have all sorts, but this one costs $1.98 at Walmart. So, including the tax and all that, that's under $10. And the only thing you need is a block of wood that you find anywhere around the house. I just happen to find this around the house, so I'm going to use this. Okay. And the way this is going to work is this is going to be the base cover. Okay. So when this is covering and retaining heat, right, and the steam, this is going to get hot. Okay. What this wood is going to do is going to create a barrier between the metal pan, the wood, and the knob. So it's basically going to look like that. Okay. So that way when you pick it up, you have some sort of distance between your fingers and the hot pan. That way you don't burn your hand. Okay. Because if I take that out, the only thing is you have this, and if this gets hot enough, then your knobs are going to get hot. But this is going to be your barrier between the heat and your knob. So it's going to basically do that. That's exactly what we're going to do. And the tools we're going to use is a drill. Okay, this drill bit basically says right here 11/64 inch. This is an 11/64 inch drill bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to drill holes here, and we're going to drill holes here. And you don't even need any screws because it comes with it. Then you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver just to screw that in once we get this. You need eye protection when you're drilling. You need eye protection so you don't get hurt. You need a measuring tape, and you need a pencil. I'm just going to use this block of wood. You really don't need it, but I'm going to use this block of wood to protect my griddle. Okay? So these things you probably have at home already, so you don't need to purchase any of that. These two are probably the only thing you're going to purchase, and I could literally say this was under $10. It was probably like 8 something plus tax. All right? So what we're going to do is let's get this thing started. Okay. What I want to do first is I want to protect my griddle. Okay, we're going to be doing a lot of drilling. Alright, so I'm going to cover it up with a plastic bag. This is a garbage bag I used. I just want to protect it. Okay. Okay, before we deal with the pan, let's work with this this wood. Okay. The best thing to do is find the center. This is a 5-inch, so the center of it is 2.5 inch. Okay, and then from there you're gonna find the center between the end and the middle, which is gonna be 1 1/4, which is right here, and then the same thing here, 1 1/4. Alright, so from the end, between the end and the center piece is 1 1/4. So it's right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole for the knobs. Alright, we're going to drill right through it. Okay, make sure you wear your eye protection. Then I have this block of wood just to protect. So in case I drill through it, I don't actually touch my griddle. Okay? So all we're going to do is just drill a hole right through it for the 2 knobs. Right through it. I can feel it. Alright. see it? I went right through it. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You can take your time. Okay, I think I already went through it, so I'm going to reverse out. All right. So basically, I drilled two holes right through it. Okay, let me do it a little deeper on this one. There you go. All right, 2 holes, and this block protected my griddle. All right, let me throw this dust away. Alright, so this is exactly where the knobs are going to be sitting. And if you don't know what type of drill bit, just look in the back of the knob. It'll tell you what size drill bit you're going to need. This one says 11/64. I don't know if I'm getting it right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this just to get an idea on how it's going to look. What comes with it. Okay. So the knob's going to sit right there. It's going to sit right there. And these screws are going to go right through here. Okay? And right here will be the pan. Okay? So it's going to go like just like that. So we're going to put this aside. Okay, we're going to put this aside. And we're going to work on this pan now. Alright, so with this pan, alright, it's the same concept. We find the center. Alright, this one's measured 15. Okay, so we're going to find that 7.5. Right, which is right here. Okay. Then this one is 10, so we're going to find the 5. Okay, so there you go. We have our cross. This is the center. Okay, so the same thing. We found the center here, and we went 1 1/4. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 1 1/4 right out here. Make that 1 1/4. Make it right there. Okay. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill it right there. See it? So now that we have our hole, I'm going to put this wood right underneath there just to protect my griddle. Let me do one last measurement just to make sure I got it lined up. Okay, so that's it right there. So what was it? So 1 1/4 is right here. Alright, so we have a block of wood to protect it. Right, there you go. Just in case we go right through it. Okay, same thing. Okay, we're just going to drill it. Take your time. Hold on to the pan so it doesn't slide. Okay, so it's slipping a little bit. right, went right through it. Thank God I had that block of wood. Oh my God. Ooh, I went right through it. All right. So I did hit the block of wood. I'd rather hit that wood than the griddle itself. All right. So this is how we're gonna match it up. All right. So basically, we'll go underneath. Oh, got to take this. Got to take the paper out. All right. So I'm gonna go underneath. Okay. Then we're gonna put this block. Want to just have it a little bit over. Then you're going to put on the first knob. All right. All we're doing is screwing the second knob in there. Alright. Okay, this is the reason why we don't want to have just one knob, because this will eventually you know, keep on spinning. So by putting a second hole in it, it's going to keep it sturdy. So we're not going to tighten it up a little bit, we're just going to keep it there for position. I'll loosen it up a little bit. Let me tighten it up just tiny hair. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drill our second hole. Same thing, have the block there to protect your griddle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eyeball it straight. Okay. So to me, this is straight. Okay. Now I'm just going to drill right through the pan. Oh, there you go. Went right through the pan. And I think I did hit the block again. So, pretty smart move when it comes to putting that block underneath. Get rid of the dust. Alright, yeah, you can tell. You see it? I hit it. Alright, so let's put that aside. And then the same thing. Okay, align the holes. Look at that. Just put a little bit on there. Put the second knob. It took us less than an hour for sure. I don't know, maybe half an hour? I don't know, but here it is. It's not perfect, but the function of it is for it to be, to retain heat. And so you can keep the moisture, right? You can create steam in there and then retain heat by covering it. See it? And the good thing about this is you're maximizing every inch of your griddle with your cover. All right? So let's see if it works. Turn on our griddle. All right, we'll let it heat up a little bit. Oh, before I let it heat up. All right, let's compare. All right. So this is why I made it. One, it goes the whole length, right? So if you were to get the round one that you see like on Amazon or Walmart and all that, here's that dead space I was telling you about that you're wasting. Okay, this one you might be able to use, but this one, look how many sandwiches you can cover, or how many burgers you can cover. How many steaks you can cover with this. Okay? The same thing with this. Okay? Look how much more you could use. See it? This one, you don't have to worry about the width on this pan because it's the same. And then the square, same thing. Okay, you would have all that dead space right here that you won't be able to use. Alright? But with that, you can use it. Okay. So what we're going to do, just let it, we're going to put it in the highest setting. Let me dust this off a little bit. Okay. So basically, you have your screws that came with a knob. Okay, we just drilled a hole. Okay, you have your cover. Then you have this that's going to protect your knob and your hand when you go to lift it up. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to create steam. It's not hot enough yet. Wait for a few minutes. Let me get my scraper real quick. There you go, it's hot right here. Let's do this. We're going to cover it. Look at that. Look at that. How hot this thing gets. All right, so let's say you have steak, burgers, or grilled cheese in there. right? Even chicken. You can have chicken in there, and what's going to do is going to keep the heat inside. Let it cook your chicken. Also, you can create steam by just adding water into the griddle while it's cooking. Okay, so let's look at it. See, it's not even hot, but the pan is hot. Ooh, that's hot, right? So this wood, it's serving its purpose. It's protecting you from the hot metal. Yep, there you go. See, you can tell it's hot. See how well it's retaining the heat? All right. So this is how you make a basting cover for under $10. Okay, if you order it on Amazon, you're gonna have to pay shipping, and I'm sure you're not gonna find one that big for $10. Okay. So if you like this video, please give us a like. If you're in YouTube, if you're watching this in YouTube, please subscribe to our videos. We plan to have more videos coming up soon. All right, and also please start sharing our videos. All right, help us market our brand. And thank you for watching. Have a good night.